welcome or welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you returning, thank you so much. And if you are new, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am happy to have you here as well. Today I'm participating in the Buzzin' Into Spring playlist that is hosted by my friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But with all that being said, let's get to buzzing. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I am going to use some Boxwood greenery, some sunflowers, this little bee garden ornament, and this fence I got from the Dollar Tree. Now, I have never seen this fence. This is the first time I've seen it at the Dollar Tree, but I did see Country Lily, Barbara from Country Lily last year use it, and I was so excited when I found it. So I just started off by cutting off all the side pieces that connect to each other, and then those legs using these little shears. You could probably use scissors as well, but you just do need to be careful that you don't crack the fence because it does crack easily. So after that, I went ahead and used my chalk paint to paint over this. And you may be asking, why am I painting white over white? Well, it's because I did, like I said, watch Barbara with Country Lily do this. And she recommended using the paint. She ended up having to use paint because it's too slick. The fence itself is too slick, and that antique wax that I want to put on it would not stick. So I want that wax to stick. So once it was dry, I just brushed on my antique wax. I did not brush it off because I really liked the color it was giving me. And then once that was all dry, I took some zip ties and I am just laying out my Boxwood greenery like I want them. And then I'm just adhering them with my zip ties just like you see right there. And I do go in, I don't show this on the screen here, but I did go in and kind of fill in some of those Boxwood greeneries with a little bit more. Then I took these sunflowers and I am going to hot glue them onto the fence there. I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I want to put that bee. So as you might have seen, what I do is I cut a little bit of the flower, not all of it, in the leaf because it has the little things that go onto the stems poking out. And I wanted to be a little more flush. So I kind of cut them down a little bit, and then I'm hot gluing the leaves to the back of the sunflower, and then I'm hot gluing them on to the fence there. Now, I know sunflowers are not a springy flower. Brenda with Monter's Market, this was her month to co-host, and she really wanted sunflowers and bees, so that's why I'm incorporating sunflowers in this DIY. So after I got done with those, I took a few small sunflowers that I had, and I'm just hot gluing them right over where the zip ties were because you could see them a little bit, and I didn't want them to be seen. But I think it looks really cute with the little sunflowers inside the greenery anyways. And then after I get done doing that, I am going to take some of these little bees I got off of Amazon. I do have them in my Amazon store if you're interested. And I'm just hot gluing some around on that fence. And that's all there was for this one. This is a great piece to have, especially if you have a covered patio or even on your door as a wreath. It might be a little wide for some doors, I don't know. But anyways, I just love it. And I think it is so cute. And I tend to hang it in my backyard underneath my patio. So today's challenge is called Buzzing Into Spring, and it is hosted by my friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. And like I said, Brenda with Monter's Market is this month's co-host. And we have Jackie with Jackie Bird's Creations, Sarah with Can Sarah DIY, and myself all participating this month. So make sure you check out everybody's channels. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all the good things. I'll have links in my description box below for all of them. So here is DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I made this decal off of Cricut Design Space. I got it from Cricut Design Space. I bought this last year at a thrift store for $1.98. I got this sign at a thrift store last year for $3.98. And then I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint and the color Truffle and Maize. And I also use some black. So I'm going to start off first by painting that whole, I think it's a pan, I'm not sure what it is, but with that Truffle color. And then after that, I took my Maize color and I painted all of the petals. And I think I ended up having to do like 3 coats, you guys. It took me a while. Then I took some jute rope because that pan was a little bit bigger than the round middle part, so it kind of moved, and plus they're both metal, so I figured if I just added some rope around here, it would still look decorative, but it would also allow that pan to adhere to that middle part a lot better. So after I trim this off here and get that little last piece connected, then I'm going to put that pan, I'm going to put hot glue all around that jute rope and put that pan right on top, making sure that it connects with that glue. And then after that, I take my decal and I'm going to put it right in the middle. Now, I did not realize this until I went to go take pictures and I went, wait, it says don't worry and it has a B, but it doesn't have the rest of it. It says be happy is the saying. So I, off camera, because I'd already had everything filmed, I went ahead and used some yellow vinyl and printed the words that says don't worry, be happy. And then I replaced the don't worry with the new yellow vinyl, and I think it pops out a lot better. It's a lot easier to read, and I really like the way it came out. But you'll see that in the picture. It was correct in the pictures. And then also what I did was I painted the rim of that plate or pan yellow. I decided that there was too much brown and it didn't really look like a sunflower to me. So once I painted that yellow, I really thought that helped and it popped. Here I'm just taking some of my ink Waverly chalk paint and I am just using a small brush and I am just dabbing all around. I feel like it gives it more of the look because of those little bumps in that pan. I think it really helps it look more like seeds for a sunflower by doing that pouncing with the black ink or black paint. Then I took some of this buffalo check ribbon. I bought this at Hobby Lobby sometime last year. And I am just making a bow. And then I'm using this yellow polka dotted ribbon. I believe I got this from Walmart. And I'm making a double bow. So I just make the awareness ribbon, scrunch it up in the middle. And then I'm going to use some jute twine to connect them and to keep them scrunched in the middle. And here I'm looking because it looks like, I think it's a little lopsided. So I'm kind of moving that jute twine a little bit. And then I'm just going to tie a knot here and fluff the bow and dovetail the ribbons and then adhere that to the pan. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you are here today. If you like what you see, and if you like home decor on a budget, thrift flips, holiday decor, and gift ideas, then hit that subscribe button, become part of our family, and then let me know in the comment box that you're here. I love to get to know all my subscribers. And then make sure you all give me that thumbs up if you like today's video and comment because that really helps my channel grow. It lets YouTube know that my content is liked and it will promote it even more. So there I'm just adhering the bows to the flower, and then I'm taking some of these bees and I'm just going to put 3 around the flower. And I like I said, I got these bees off of Amazon, and I do believe they're in my Amazon store. If not, I will make sure that they are there. And then after I have those all hot glued on, I'm just going to take a bigger one because they come in different sizes, and I'm going to add it right to the middle of my bow there. And that's all there was for this. And I think it came out looking so cute. And again, this would look cute outside or inside. But yeah, I just love it. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. Okay, you can find the links to my social media accounts in my description box, in the link tree in my description box below. And here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to take a terracotta pot that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink and maize. I'm going to use some of these boxwoods and some flowers. I'm going to use some wire that I had, this half bead, and one of these foil pans that I got from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by painting the whole rim of this pot with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. And after that, I am going to, after it was dry, I guess I paint this first. I paint the half bead black as well. Then once those were dry, I used my painter's tape to tape off where I just painted the black, and then taped off about 3/4 of an inch down. And then I am just painting the next set of stripe yellow. And then I will dry it, remove the tape, tape off the yellow, make another line, and then I make 2 more lines. I make another line of black, 2 more lines of black, and another line of yellow. Then I take this wire and I am just curling over the end to make it look like an antenna. And then once I have both of them all curled and as even as I could get, then I'm going to take my ink chalk paint and give them both a good painting with that color, which didn't take much because it was already dark to begin with. And then once they were all dry, this was probably the hardest part for me because I'm not a drawer, but I did freehand drawing the wings. So I made 2 bigger ones, and here I'm just using I made a smaller one, and then I'm just using that to trace out the second small one, and then I'm going to cut that out. Now, if you use these aluminum foil pans, be careful because the ends, when you do cut, they can be sharp and you can cut yourself. So just be careful. If you have rubber gloves, you could wear rubber gloves to help protect your hands, or you can just be careful. So once I have that all trimmed down, then I took all 4 pieces and I give them 2 coats of my Maize chalk paint. Now, don't those look like corn on the cobs almost? I was sitting there doing this. I'm going to have to remember this for the fall because I might have to do a DIY and make some corn because this really could look like a corn on the cob. So after they were painted and dried, I'm going to go ahead and glue the bigger pieces to the front of my pot. I had to use my jar of bees and my little ladybug vacuum to hold it in place. But then I just hot glued the small one on top of the big wing. And then I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Now, I know I don't think I have shown that ladybug vacuum cleaner very much, but if you are looking for a little cleaner for your desk or your craft room or a table, oh my goodness, that thing is amazing. I love cleaning my little craft table with it. It does an amazing job. And I think I have that in my store. If I don't, I will make sure it's there. Then I glued that half bead right over where those 2 wings or 4 wings met. And I probably should have added the antennas before I glued that because you can kind of see a little of the glue where I put it, but it still looks okay. So after I had the antennas glued in, I just started filling that pot with some of the Boxwood greenery and then a few of these small sunflowers. Now, if you want to make it more springy, you could always, and recreate this, you could always just put little yellow flowers, spring flowers in there. But I think it is so cute. I did get this inspiration off of Pinterest. I saw they had like some that were on the fences. and I just thought it would be so much fun to make. So you have to let me know what you think about that and which one was your favorite. And thank you so much, guys, for being here, for watching, and make sure you check out all the ladies in this challenge, see what they make. And with all that being said, you guys have a blessed week. I'll be back on Wednesday with another video, so I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.